With The Mandalorian Season 3 coming out right now, with the Ahsoka show coming out in the summer, and the Skeleton Crew and the Acolyte show on the horizon, the year 2023 marks the 4th year that Star Wars will only be on Disney Plus, with 0 movies in the last 4 years. So many fans are left wondering, when is Star Wars coming back to the big screen?
That's why I'm here.
And what could that movie possibly be about, seeing how the last movie in 2019 was The Rise of Skywalker, the end of the Skywalker saga. But stick around to the end of this video where I will explain why I think that we're not just getting one movie in 2025, but a whole secret trilogy that has been being worked on behind the scenes for years now. What's up guys, it's Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars, and today we were talking about Star Wars making its long-awaited return to the movie theaters. So this movie that's supposed to come out in December of 2025 is going to be officially announced with a title at Star Wars Celebration in a few short weeks. Now the writer and the director for this movie are kind of a little bit shaky. Damon Lindelof was originally the writer for this movie, but in mid-February he turned in his script to Lucasfilm. They did not like it and he parted ways with the film. Lindelof saying in an interview that if it can't be how great he wants it to be, then it shouldn't be made at all. Now this sounds really bad. With Lucasfilm and Kathleen Kennedy's recent history with writers and directors, Lindelof leaving this film is not a good sign. However, Lucasfilm actually did turn this one around and went and picked up Steven Knight, the writer of Peaky Blinders. And if you guys haven't seen Peaky Blinders, trust me, it's one of the greatest TV shows of all time. So at least for now, we still have a writer for the movie, but who's going to direct it? Well, there is this little show on Disney Plus called Ms. Marvel, and Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy directed 2 of the episodes of the Ms. Marvel show. And other than a few short films, that's it for Sharmeen. Those are all of the things that she has directed, so I think she's a little overqualified if you ask me. But in all seriousness, the next Star Wars movie has already lost a big name writer in Damon Lindelof, and is going to be directed by the Ms. Marvel director? Honestly, sounds like a disaster.
But wait! There's more!
It's going to take place in a post-sequel trilogy time period, and will involve sequel trilogy characters. Although they won't be the main characters, you could still see characters like Rey, Finn, Poe, and Rose.
So, this all seems horrible.
However, I think this movie is still going to be good for 3 different reasons. First of all, Steve Knight. After losing Damon Lindelof, a huge name in Hollywood, directing shows like Lost and The Watchmen, it seemed like Lucasfilm had lost a huge writer. But they went out and got an even bigger one, the writer of one of the greatest shows of all time, Steve Knight. Also, he is not working alone. He has a whole room of writers. And one of the members of that team in the writing room is the apprentice of George Lucas himself, Dave Filoni. And we of course know in the Star Wars fanbase that everything Dave Filoni touches turns to gold. Secondly, Kathleen Kennedy.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I know, everybody hates Kathleen Kennedy, but it has been reported that if this movie is not successful, Kathleen Kennedy will be fired. So her job is on the line. So in theory, she should make the best Star Wars movie possible, because if she doesn't, then she will be fired. But honestly, I don't even believe that Kathleen Kennedy will make it till 2025. I think she will be fired at some point this year. But third and last but not least is a plan. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't think we're just getting one movie announced at Star Wars Celebration. I think we're getting a secret trilogy. One that with the help of Steve Knight and the help of Dave Filoni has been being written for years now. Because if Lucasfilm learned one thing from the sequel trilogy, it's that they needed a plan from the beginning.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
And I believe, or at least I hope, Lucasfilm and Disney have learned their lesson from the sequel trilogy and will come into this new secret trilogy with a plan. But tell me what you think about all this. Are you excited for a Steve Knight written, Ms. Marvel director directing Star Wars film in 2025? And do you think it's possible that with the help of Dave Filoni and other members of a writer's room, they could actually create a cohesive secret trilogy that they've been working on for years now? Tell me what you think in the comments section below. Smash like if you like this video, hit subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. Star Wars Celebration is right around the corner, and whether or not this movie is going to be good, it's still going to be announced there with a title, and the hype is going to grow right away. Star Wars will be coming back to the movies in 2025 after 6 years of not being on the big screen. So don't miss out on any announcements about this movie or possibly a secret trilogy by hitting that subscribe, and may the Force be with you always.